Day. From State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona, this is Madden Football on EA Sports. We'll see Kyler Murray and the Arizona Cardinals taking on Dwayne Haskins and the Washington football team.
Thank you, Coach. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Washington football team. Brandon Gunn with Charles Davis. And, Charles, we got two teams here that finished at the bottom of the standings last year. But remember this, 15 of the last 16 seasons, we've seen at least one team go from the bottom of their division to the top in one season.
Last year we had two, Chicago and Houston. These two teams playing now, they think they can do the exact same thing this year and make it 16 out of 17 seasons.
Zane Gonzalez set and ready to get us started, and off we go now from State Farm Stadium. Steven Sims now on the return. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. The former Ohio State Buckeye Dwayne Haskins ready to run the controls for the Washington offense.
And for Dwayne Haskins, a little bit of an uneven season for the former first-round pick. 7 starts as a rookie. Team went 2-5 in those games, but I did see him get better. I thought his last couple of starts were his best ones of the year. He's a guy with big potential, big arm, but remember, it was just a one-year starter in college as well. Plenty of experience yet to be gained.
On first down, it's Haskins. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Looking to throw, Haskins. And this is going to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Here's second and 10. Throwing again. Haskins. That one is slant to McLaurin. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there. First down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
First carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's second and 2. They run with a former Buccaneer. It's Peyton Barber. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
They'll run with McKissick. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
But I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Jordan Phillips. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
How about Jordan Phillips there breaking through for the sack, and that's exactly why Arizona acquired him to anchor their defensive line. Very stout against the run, can take on double teams, but he can also split them, get upfield, and get into the offense's backfield, as we just saw there.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And Thomas has it. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Here's the Pro Bowl punter Tress Way on to punt for Washington. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And now the punter Tress Way as he sends this one away.
The Cardinals take over.
The Cardinals coming out led by Kyler Murray, the offensive rookie of the year a season ago, and back for more here in year number 2.
I still remember being in Indianapolis at the Combine when the result of Kyler Murray's height was announced. And when the tape measure showed him at a little bit above 5'10", all doubts went out the window, and rightly so. The Cardinals went 5-10 and won with him last year, but he was the NFL Offensive Rookie of the Year. This guy can make great plays with his arm, can scoot with his feet, and has motivated this team and has them on a really good upward trajectory.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards.
He's brought down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
From the 39, Murray. He finds Hopkins complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly. And
that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Chase Young. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Washington entered the draft with the number 2 overall selection, so they had plenty of options and directions that they could go. But let's face it, when you see Chase Young from Ohio State and you have a chance to add him to an already formidable defensive front, you go ahead and select him and turn him loose. The best pass rusher in the draft with plenty of moves already. He's only going to get better and will be a double-digit sack guy for years to come.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And able to find Kirk complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Murray hooking up with Kirk for an Arizona 1st down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. First down, Murray. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 32-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Murray again. Got his man. It's Williams. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
5 yards remain on 2nd down. Now a draw play with Drake. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He may try and run for this. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
Now the former Sun Devil, Zane Gonzalez, for the field goal try. This a 43-yard attempt. Gonzalez's kick is good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0.
Cardinals 3, Washington 0.
Able to move the ball on that drive. yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
After the field goal, here's Gonzalez to kick it off. This will make it into the end zone. And Sims says, let's bring it out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. And they had a long drive going last time, but it stalled out. But still, maybe something positive to carry forward from that last drive.
Well, a few different things that you carry forward. Number one, as you noted, they were moving it pretty well, so that gives them a lot of confidence. The second part is, keeps your defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest up a little bit. And last but not least, you've taken a good look at what you've done on offense, noted where the weaknesses are, and you know when you want to come back to them.
I like when you're organized with your points. Well done.
A, B, and C.
They will run it. It's McKissick. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
From the 27, Haskins. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
Haskins pass.
Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Third down. Here's Haskins. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
2 drives will tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is brought in at the 21. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop, a man down on the return. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
6-yard pickup.
For the last few seasons, it's almost been sport for us in the media to see if Larry Fitzgerald was going to call it quits and cap off what I believe is a Hall of Fame career. But now he's entered season number 17, second on the all-time receptions list, just 171 catches behind Jerry Rice, and maybe he's found new life as he continues to pile up the big numbers.
And his throw is incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Shotgun now from Murray. And he's got Fitzgerald. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That goes for 14 yards, 1st down Cardinals.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Murray now on 1st down. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
A nice catch there by Christian Kirk. Had 709 yards and 3 touchdowns in the 2019 season. I expect those numbers to continue to climb. This is a guy who can play in the slot, play outside, but the number one thing about him, absolute explosiveness, especially after he catches the ball downfield. If you don't make the tackle right there, he's going to take it a long way.
It's a gain of 9.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Fitzgerald hauling it in from Murray. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 17-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. On the slant, complete to Hopkins. 12 more yards there and another first down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
On 1st and goal, Drake. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
The tackle made by...
Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
You can't block me. You can't block me. 53's the mark. 53. Check 53.
They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the exclamation mark at the end was Kenyon Drake's touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Here's Sims to return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Now we get another look at Washington on offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Haskins in the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 26. On the ground, it's Barber to start the drive. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line.
You're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A carry now for McKissick. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
The ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 43-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. His throw incomplete. Steven Sims, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down.
But that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Good go.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Haskins. And that will be incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it. Going deep for Hopkins. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And that may have been incomplete, but he reminds me so much of when my dad used to take me to the baseball stadium and watch the home run hitters in batting practice. I'll get to the stadium early just to watch this kid throw it. He can throw it out of the stadium.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Well, this is caught by Williams. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
For a Cardinals. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Nothing the score after 1 on EA Sports.
10. Washington, nothing.
Play fake. Murray. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he's got this down to the 35. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam! Puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion. Really good pickup.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On first down, Drake. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
But one thing we certainly know, Alabama churns out first-round picks, and there's another nice play there by one of them, Jonathan Allen, the big defensive tackle.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Murray. And now he'll tuck it and run. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 7.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, Murray. He's got his man. It's Williams. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. From the gun, Murray. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Cardinals push further out in front. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him, because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Gonzalez to add the PAT. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And it's finished off by the touchdown from DeAndre Hopkins. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And Sims says, let's bring it out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but hold on, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
2nd and 10. Throwing again. Haskins. Thomas has got it. Complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
Washington on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Haskins to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Here's Tressway now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Getting set to go again, DeAndre Hopkins marches back onto the field. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, Murray. It's Williams on the catch. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. The DM, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt.
And there's Kyler Murray being sacked, and in his first year in the league, surprising to a lot of people, he was the most sacked quarterback, went down 48 times. And when you think about the mobility that he possesses, that really does surprise people because they think they can get out of everything. But so often, those young guys who can move around a lot, they keep plays alive so long that sometimes they actually get trapped. Defenses are going to test him and continue to test him. I think he's got something for them as he continues to move forward.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's McKissick. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down right around the 27.
J.D. McKissick, the ball.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll try and run here with Barber. And some room to roam now. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a first down Washington on a pickup of 18.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. The Falcons' leading tackler a season ago, Devondre Campbell, gets another one there.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins, open man here, Sims complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 41-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
Washington.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
A first down run not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. And it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Devon Kennard. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
2nd and 16. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Brought down at the 20.
Well executed there on 2nd down. So do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility. But now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
Washington on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And Thomas has it. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And they give this time to the tailback. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The 11-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. And try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short, and he is short. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. A chance to get some momentum here in the 2nd quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. That's only the 2nd quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
So another snag for Fitzgerald, who in 2015 became the youngest player at age 32 to hit 1,000 receptions. He's piling up some more.
Well, the way he's playing today, it's almost like he's trying to get a 2nd 1,000 just in one contest. And when they're operating this well and clicking like that, well, that's a big reason why they're winning the game.
So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. From the gun, Murray sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
And there's the beauty of Kyler Murray, because we all know he can get it done through the air. Terrific right arm, and nowadays we don't even talk about his height anymore. He's shown that he can see downfield and make throws, but he also possesses wide receiver speed. He can call his own number or scramble and turn it into a big play as well. Kyler Murray, a dual threat at the quarterback position.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
They'll roll him out right. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
First and 10.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On first down, Drake. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory.
Ball carrier.
Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
To the 49.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Brings up.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Murray going to try to throw on third down. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. The third down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now Haskins on first down. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away but could not. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones.
When I watch Chandler Jones play for the Arizona Cardinals, I actually get a little bit jealous because he does his job as well as anyone in the league. He's played 64 games for Arizona starting this season. 60 sacks in that time frame. That's just under 1 per game. That type of success rate will not only keep you on the field, but also garner you a lot of honors.
A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22. Operating from the gun. Haskins in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. He's got room to run past the 20. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Haskins The throw taken in by Sims. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw again. Haskins. He gets it to Thomas. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 12-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now they got to get to the line quickly. On 1st down, it's Haskins. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
For Steven Sims, incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Haskins. He's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now is signaling a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Again, it's Haskins. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Haskins pass intended for Steven Sims. Incomplete. It's now 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Hopkins' kick is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3.
Washington 3.
Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome everyone to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has certainly been one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference as the teams have already come back out onto the field for the second half. So let's get you back out as well to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Dustin Hopkins.
The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
After the return, the Cardinals take over 1st and 10.
So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. He'll buy some time right. He'll run it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
2nd and 5. Murray a give. This is Drake. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, there's someone who's running the football with a big smile on his face, and that's Kenyon Drake, because you remember last year he was in Miami, wasn't getting many carries, not a lot of success, but in midseason ended up in Arizona and became a huge weapon for the Cardinals. 8 touchdowns the second half of the season, utilized really well. Big-time skilled player who can run it and catch it out of the backfield. He has finally found a home and a place for his talents.
Murray now on 1st down. He's going to take off with it. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Murray now to throw. It's complete to Drake. And he's got this down to the 35. The Cardinal 1st down on a gain of 13.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller, since the screen pass was available, whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
And that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a handoff for Drake. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
A loss of 1.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Shotgun now for Murray. On the slant, complete to Hopkins. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Here again comes Dwayne Haskins and company. And he has not really been able to have a lot of comfort back there in the pocket. Pressure's been coming at him a lot, hasn't it?
And they've got to figure out how to tamp down that pressure. How do they decrease it? Is it getting rid of the football quicker? You know, shorter drops? Maybe they do something different with their pass blocking and their protection schemes. Maybe you meet them on the line of scrimmage instead of retreating to try and protect your quarterback. They've got to figure something out, though, because you cannot let your guy get hit that much, not if you intend to win.
And I know they'd like to erase that video and those 4 sacks that they've seen so far. And now here's Inman bringing in the pass. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 35-yard line.
Options galore here. Second and a few inches. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Haskins. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Isaiah Simmons. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. After the sack, it's second and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Operating from the gun, Haskins. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
J.D. McKissick.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Looking for Inman deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
DeAndre Hopkins and the rest of the offense heading back onto the field. He's been his typical solid and reliable self, hasn't he, Charles?
When you have that go-to receiver that you can count on in the situation where you absolutely have to have him, there's nothing better for anybody who's throwing the football. But the best part is the payoff. 2 touchdowns already. That's the bottom line when you throw the ball to a guy.
Absolutely. Not over 100 yards right now, but he does have the 2 touchdown catches. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. He starts by handing this off to Drake. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Tackle made by Thomas Davis.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Right back to Drake. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. It's complete to Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a 1st down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Dancing to his left. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Running from the shotgun with Drake. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
39-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, here's Murray. It's complete to Hopkins. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the give, this is Drake. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. From the gun, Murray. He's got it to Williams. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Operating from the gun, Murray. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will extend the lead out to 24.
Cardinals 27, Washington 3.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
After the field goal, here's Gonzalez to kick it off. Here's Sims to return. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Washington ready to try again on offense. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now Kyler Murray ready to get back under center. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the 1st quarter, good 2nd quarter, and now continuing that here in the 3rd.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership, been a good distributor. They'll run on 1st down. It's Drake, about 3 yards there to the 27.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 27, Murray. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
On 3rd and short, Drake. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. 6 yards there First down, Arizona.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Murray. His throw caught right around the 6. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Yes, indeed. Touchdown, Kyler Murray. You remember as a rookie, 4 rushing touchdowns. But he's one of those players who's not just quick, but awfully fast. Had 12 rushing touchdowns at Oklahoma during his Heisman Trophy winning season in 2018. Expect him to expand on using his legs in the future.
Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the play that polished it off was the touchdown run by Kyler Murray. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Here's Sims to return. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on our side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments, and you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A nice start to the drive, picking up 12 yards there and a very quick 1st down.
The tackle made by Devon.
It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
That's the way. Check.
They'll go again with McKissick. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
McKissick, the ball carrier.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run with McKissick. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Jordan Hicks.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And Fourth down now coming up. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Here's Tressway now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. They had the double-digit lead at halftime, and they have continued to roll. They're hard to stop right now.
I think what we're seeing is an example of a team that has it figured out in this ball game. And whatever the adjustments are the defense has made hasn't slowed them, hasn't phased them at all. They either anticipated them or they've been so far ahead that they just can't catch up.
Now it's just a search to add to the lead. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Mike, 55.
Murray now on 1st down. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
First down, Murray rolling to his right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray. Fitzgerald on the slant. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jet sweep. Here's Fitzgerald. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. 3rd quarter action and a 2nd and 10 upcoming. From the gun, it's Drake. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They stay on the ground with Drake. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for Arizona. 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now we get another look at Washington on offense. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 22. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Haskins out of the gun. Thomas has got it. Complete. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the 1st tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go again.
Haskins back to the air. And incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Haskins is going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. A couple of 2nd-year guys, Haskins to McLaurin for a Washington 1st down. Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Antonio Gandy Golden that time. And it's 2nd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Play action. Haskins going for it all. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Dontrell Inman, 26 yards. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And the lead is down to 24. That time a 9-play drive.
And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Take over first and 10.
DeAndre Hopkins and the rest of the Arizona offense about set to take over.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They built up that lead at intermission, and they're just continuing to pour it on right now, aren't they?
Locked into a really good groove right now. I don't know if it's just the play calling. I know the execution is really, really sharp right now, and all the playmakers are doing exactly what you expect. They're making plays, and right now, defense has no answer and no chance of catching up.
Yeah, they're just looking to turn anywhere for a stop defensively. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Landon Collins made the tackle. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, Murray. And he's got Fitzgerald. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That 3rd down conversion, good for 23. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll run with Drake. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. They just look like they're having fun out there. Big lead. There's another big play on the big run. I mean, they can't be stopped.
I'm a little bit older than you, as you well know, partner, and you tend to tell me that all the time. But there used to be a big-time song, and the lyric was, "Summertime and the living is easy." Right now, it's football time, and the running is easy for this crew.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Let's go, B, let's go.
On 1st down, Drake. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Young on the tackle.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. And he hits Drake. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Murray sliding out of the pocket. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the right hash, this from 33. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Cardinals 37, Washington 10.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
After the field goal, here's Gonzalez to kick it off. Here's Sims to return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Sims on the return. Washington will take over 1st and 10.
The Washington offense set to take over. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 right at the 30. He'll set up to throw from the gun. And Thomas has it. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
58, right over there, right over there.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Dontrell Inman, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. It just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
He gets it to Thomas. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 33. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
A throw over the middle taken in. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Throwing again, here's Haskins. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
6-man. Check curl.
They will run it. It's McKissick. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
On the tackle.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
Haskins on 3rd down. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And Washington able to cut into that deficit. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And the lead is down to 20. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's finished off by a Terry McLaurin touchdown.
17.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Drake, and he's going to be met at about the 43. The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Landon Collins made the tackle. That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. He may try and run for this. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They're going for it. It's Murray. It's complete. It's Fitzgerald. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They'll keep it on the ground. Drake. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Back to throw it, Murray. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
They'll come out in the pistol. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal, that's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cardinals as we say so long from Glendale.